Ian-Taylor distortion. Before we go through this section,
मैम
yes,
मैम क्या आप गूगल क्लासरूम का कोड और एक बार दे सकती है? मेरे पास सिर्फ ऐप वाला ही कोड है, उसमें तो सिर्फ लैब का दिया हुआ है।
which code?
मैम गूगल क्लासरूम कोड।
Okay, I will share it. Okay, no problem. After the class, I will share it. No problem.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
Okay. So I am just go through it. This is the Ian-Taylor effect or Ian-Taylor distortion. So, before discussing this Ian-Taylor effect or Ian-Taylor distortion, regarding this, we consider that the term there are Ian, J-H-N, Ian-Taylor, T-E-L-L, year, Ian-Taylor effect. Now, what is Ian-Taylor effect in the crystal field theory? Before we discussing this Ian-Taylor effect, we consider the history of the Ian-Taylor effect. Hermann Arthur Ian, he was an German origin scientist, Hermann Arthur Ian and Edward Taylor, who have made pioneering work regarding the crystal field theory. And due to this, this effect is known as Ian-Taylor effect. Please tell me what is the name of this scientist. Please tell me what is the name of this scientist.
Effect.
Ian and Taylor. These are the name of the scientist. So what is now the question is, what is Ian-Taylor effect? Say this is the, we consider that this is the main writing. Don't memorize this one, nothing is required to memorize. I will tell you which section you have to read. Before, consider, this is the introduction part or Ian-Taylor effect. That means the Ian-Taylor effect, GT effect or JTE, is an important mechanism of spontaneous symmetry breaking in molecular and solid state system. It is responsible for a variety of phenomena, that is spectroscopy, stereochemistry, crystal field theory, solid state physics, and material science. It has lots of application. In 1937, Ian and Taylor gave the idea about Ian-Taylor distortion. Say, as for example, if you consider this, what is the theory of Ian-Taylor effect? Ian-Taylor theorem essentially states that any nonlinear molecule with a especially degenerate electronic ground state will undergo a geometrical distortion that removes that degeneracy because the distortion lowers the overall energy of the species. So much writing is there. You have to, question is, you have to memorize this one? No, not required. What is the meaning of this theory? We have to give the general application from that section. What is the meaning of this theory? Say, I just give you one example and I think you understand this section. What is the basic idea about the Ian-Taylor effect. Okay, we observe two compounds here. One is called the nickel. In the central position, nickel is present. Central position, nickel is present. If you want to calculate the bond length of nickel H2O, this is the nickel H2O whole 6 2 plus complex, and this is the copper H2O whole 6 2 plus complex. Now the question is, when you go through this two complex structure, you observe that in case of nickel, all the bond, how many bonds are there? Anybody from the class, if you consider the nickel, this is how many bonds are there in the nickel?
6. Ma'am,
Six.
6.
6.
6 bonds are there, ma'am.
6 bonds are there. Very good. When they go through the experimental study, they observe that nickel H2O, OH2 का जो bond है nickel and OH2 का, all bonds have same bond length. That means it has 2.05 angstrom bond length. 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 It has 2.05 angstrom bond length, and it has 2.05 angstrom bond length. Is it clear? Any doubt regarding this? Anybody?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
But theory generates where the theory begins and where the theory generates. If you study this copper, that means when the central atom is nickel, all the bonds have the same bond length. What is this? This is oxygen. This is 2 hydrogen. That means this is the NiH2O whole 6 2 plus complex. But if you consider copper ke time, what happens? This bond length, that means which are in the plane, this one bond length is 2.0 angstrom. This bond length is 2.00 angstrom. This bond length is 2.00 angstrom, and this bond length also 2.00 angstrom. But we can observe change in bond length in the above the plane and below the plane. Both the cases, in case of copper, bond length increases. That means above the plane, this bond length is 2.45 angstrom, and below the plane, bond length is also 2.45 angstrom. So, please, anyone, please tell me, what is the observation in this slide I am explaining? Anyone from the class, please tell me. Anyone? Anybody from the class? Anybody? Yes? Anybody from the class?
Ma'am, the bond lengths are different.
Bond lengths, or anybody? Oh, very good. Or anyone from the class? Anyone, please give the answer. Anyone?
In case of copper, bond length will be remain increases.
Remain?
Increases.
Which bond length? Which particularly which bond length?
Upper and lower bond.
Exactly, but all the 4 bonds length are same. But in case of copper, nickel, what happens? In case of nickel, what happens?
All bond length have similar length.
So definitely there must be some reason, if you consider that, why this bond length are changing in copper. Am I clear? Is it clear? Why
Yes,
this
ma'am.
bond length are changing? This answer, we get the answer of this question from the idea of the Ian-Taylor effect. We get the answer that from the idea of the Ian-Taylor effect. Now, please give me one answer. Nickel 2. Nickel 2 system, if the system is nickel 2, it contains which type of system it is? D1, D2, D3, which system it is? Nickel 2 plus? if you consider this one, that means nickel 2 plus, it is the D8 system. Nickel 2 plus का electronic configuration क्या है? This is the D8 system. But if you consider copper 2 plus, this is the D9 system. Is it clear? Copper 2 is D9 system. How many D electrons are present in the copper 2, CO2 plus, which has 29 electron? It is the D9 system. And nickel 2 plus is the D8 system. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I am going to the next slide. Types of Ian-Taylor distortion. How many types of Ian-Taylor distortion is possible? There are two types of Ian-Taylor distortion is possible. One is called the Z-out distortion. Another is called the Z-in distortion. Z-in, Z-out. Where anyone can guess what is the meaning of Z-out and what is the meaning of Z-in? Anybody from the class?
I think atomic number, ma'am.
No. Or anybody? Z here is not atomic or number. Crystal field theory में Z क्या है? X क्या है? Y क्या है? Anybody from the class?
Axis.
Very good answer. This is axis. Out. Out का meaning क्या है? Anybody from the class?
Out of the Z axis.
Exactly. That means they are far apart from the Z axis. They are far apart from the Z axis. ज़्यादा distance पे चला गया. Z out का meaning है. Z in का meaning क्या है? They are along the Z axis. In the Z axis, they are very close. बहुत पास में चला गया. In means close and out means ज़्यादा distance पे है. ठीक है? Now, if you consider this section, say as for example, I'm go to the next slide, and I think you can easily understand from that section what is Z out and what is Z in. Here we observe that this is the Z axis. If you consider this is the octahedral coordination complex. Octahedral complex में क्या? How many ligands are present? Octahedral में how many ligands are present? 6 ligands. So 4 ligands are in the plane. 4 ligands. Last class I have discussed this. 4 ligands are in the plane. That means if this is the ligand, 4 ligands are in the plane. This ligand above the plane and this ligand also below the plane. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Ma'am, 1 second, please. Ma'am, 1 second, please.
Yes, ma'am.
4 octahedral complex में क्या होता है? Octahedral complex जब पढ़ा था, T2G जब हुआ था, last class जो discussion किया था, how many ligands are present in the octahedral complex? 6 ligands. I am writing the normal octahedral complex here. Central metal में क्या होगा? Octahedral complex का central में एक metal रहेगा. Plane में 4 ligand रहेगा. Octahedral complex में in plane there are 4 ligands. That means we can consider 1 ligand, 2 ligand, 3 ligand, 4 ligand. Clear? एक ligand रहेगा below octahedral में, एक ligand रहेगा. This is say standard.
Yes, ma'am.
Upper. This is normal octahedral complex. Now you are doing nothing. This theory tells us that here you just elongate along the Z axis. That means Z axis के बराबर जो दोनों ligand है LL, उसको आप ज़्यादा distance पे लेके जा रहे हो. Is it clear? That means ये जो ligand पहले था along Z axis, कौन सा axis है? Please tell me which one is Z axis here? Which one is Z axis?
Vertical line.
LL.
Vertical line.
Vertical.
Still
Exactly.
L.
Exactly. So I am considering that this is the Z axis. Okay, if this is the z axis, this is the normal normal ligand is present, normal distance, all distance here are equal. Now you just do one thing, z axis में जो ligand present है only z axis में, उन दोनों को आप ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे लेके जा रहे हो. दैट मीन्स द सिचुएशन इज लाइक दिस. क्या होगा, इसका डिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. दिस इज द सिचुएशन. दैट मीन्स दिस इज कॉल्ड देयर these two ligands along the z axis, they are far apart from each other. वो क्या कर रहा है, ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे जा रहा है. अगर ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे जा रहा है दैट मीन्स दे आर आउट. डिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है दैट मीन्स आउट. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग द टर्म z out or elongated. That means L, this is increasing. Is it clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now देखो, I am repeating this one. एक नॉर्मल ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स, दिस इज द नॉर्मल ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स है. ठीक है, नॉर्मल ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स में क्या होता है, एम एल जो 6 बॉन्ड होता है मेटल के साथ लिगेंड का. सो 6 लिगेंड्स आर हैव द सेम बॉन्ड लेंथ. But if any procedure by any means you are increasing the bond length along the z axis, that means आप क्या कर रहे हो, मेटल लिगेंड में z axis बराबर जो लिगेंड प्रेजेंट है उन दोनों को ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे लेके जा रहे हो. दैट मीन्स क्या होगा, ये डिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा along this will increasing. Is it clear? Any doubt, anyone? Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, another
Yes,
term
ma'am.
which is called compressed. Compressed का मीनिंग क्या है? अब बताओ क्या होगा? What is compressed? Z in क्या
एम
होगा
की
बताओ?
तरफ आ रहा है, एम की तरफ जो
distance
बॉन्ड
will be less.
हुआ है एल का, वो वर्टिकल एल का वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है.
Exactly. That means first of all the normal bond length क्या था? The normal bond length था. This is the normal bond length. We can consider. Say this is. I'm just writing here. Okay. This is normal bond length. Say this is the normal bond length. You are doing one thing here that you just a metal ligand में क्या होगा, जो distance है इसको डिक्रीज कर रहे हो. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, मेटल लिगेंड का बॉन्ड डिस्टेंस कम हो जाएगा. मेटल लिगेंड में क्या होगा, डिस्टेंस कम हो जाएगा. दिस इज द सिचुएशन. दैट मीन्स दिस इज कॉल्ड द कंप्रेशन. दिस इज कॉल्ड द कंप्रेशन. और इन का मीनिंग क्या है, दे आर वेरी क्लोज, दे आर वेरी क्लोज. एंड आउट का मीनिंग क्या है, दे आर फार, दे आर फार. इज इट क्लियर? Any doubt, anyone regarding this? Any question? Next, I can go to the. Otherwise, I can go to the next slide. Any doubt, anyone?
नो मैम.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So please give me one's answer. Metal ligand. Metal के पास क्या है? Metal के पास क्या है? According to the concept of CFT, metal के पास क्या है? D इलेक्ट्रॉन रहता है metal के पास. ठीक है, लिगेंड के पास क्या रहता है? लिगेंड के पास क्या रहता है? इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो अगर मेटल लिगेंड बहुत पास आ गया, बहुत पास, बहुत क्लोज, मेटल के पास जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है एंड लिगेंड के पास जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है, दोनों ही लिगेंड में क्या होगा, रिपल्शन ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा.
Strong repulsion. Yes, ma'am.
ओके, क्लियर, वेरी गुड, स्ट्रॉन्ग रिपल्शन. बट जब तुम मेटल से लिगेंड को डिस्टेंस पे लेके जा रहे हो तब क्या होगा बताओ? मेटल के पास
Weak repulsion.
वीक रिपल्शन. वेरी गुड आंसर, वीक रिपल्शन. सो जब इलोंगेटेड होगा, थिंक, जब इलोंगेटेड होगा दैट मीन्स जब Z आउट होगा, दैट मीन्स मेटल से लिगेंड को डिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है. जब बढ़ेगा तब क्या होगा?
Weak repulsion, ma'am.
Weak repulsion.
Weak repulsion. Very good answer. And energy should be lower. Z out में एनर्जी क्या होगा? Lower.
Lower.
And Z
Lower
in में
होगा।
एनर्जी, हाँ, Z in में एनर्जी क्या होगा?
High.
High.
Exactly, and you get you, and I'm asking, just give you last earlier slide. I'm just asking you which type of distortion it is, Z out or Z in. Please tell me. This one, copper में यहाँ पे तो क्या है? Nickel में सब all bond length are same. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? This bond length 2.45 angstrom. This one is 2.45 angstrom. So this is Z out or Z in?
Z out.
Z out, ma'am.
Very good answer. This is Z out. Why Z out? Can you explain? This one. Why this is Z out?
Ma'am, this
Because its bond length is increases.
And if I give the example that bond length is 1.25 angstrom, what is this is?
Z in.
Z.
Z.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now-
D8 is Z in and D9 is Z out.
D8 में Z in. कौन बोल रहा है D8 Z in? Why D8 Z in? D8 में क्या है? देखो D8 में all the bond have the same bond length.
Same there.
तो कोई Z out और Z in कुछ हुआ है क्या? कुछ नहीं हुआ.
D8 will not
No,
show.
ma'am.
कुछ नहीं हुआ. All bond lengths are same. 2.05 angstrom. Okay, good question. 2.05 angstrom. But as all the bond lengths are same, so it is not Z out, not Z in. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Z out में क्या होगा? Z out में octahedral में जो 6 बॉन्ड होता है उसको जो बॉन्ड लेंथ है उनमें से 4 जो प्लेन में प्रेजेंट है दे हैव द सेम बॉन्ड लेंथ, बट जो बॉन्ड above the plane and below the plane होता है प्रेजेंट है उसको बॉन्ड लेंथ इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. वही तो. और Z in में क्या होगा? जो बॉन्ड Z in में क्या होगा? एक्सप्लेन दिस. एनीवन फ्रॉम द क्लास प्लीज एक्सप्लेन दिस. Z in में क्या होगा?
मैम Z इन में जो बॉन्ड लेंथ जो होंगे और जो अपर और लोअर वाले जो बॉन्ड लेंथ होंगे वो डिक्रीज कर जाएंगे.
वेरी गुड आंसर. सो D8 में कुछ नहीं हुआ. ऑल बॉन्ड आर सेम इन द लेंथ. So D8 में क्या होगा? This is not go for the Ian-Taylor distortion. Why this is not go for the Ian-Taylor distortion? I will discuss it later. Now we can come to this point, today's discussion. This is clear. I think elongated and compressed Z out and Z in. It is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear. Yes, ma'am.
Now I come to the part splitting of Ian-Taylor distortion. This is the very important part. I'm telling you that how we can go through it, because last class when I go through the octahedral geometry complex, some student asked me that octahedral after T2G and EG splitting there is chance of any further splitting. Ian-Taylor effect give the idea for further splitting is possible. Now I am ask you a simple question that first of all, if you consider the octahedral field में splitting पहले क्या होता है? 5d electron present रहता है. Then क्या होता है? Anybody can explain this in the class? After what happens in the ligand का interaction along the axis, 2 orbital के साथ होता है, 3 orbital के साथ along the axis interaction is not possible. इसलिए क्या होता है octahedral field में? Anybody from the class please explain it. Yes, anybody from the class please explain it. Yes. Hello. Anybody from the class? What happens in the octahedral complex splitting?
It gets divided into T2G and EG.
Okay, very good. Pallab Mondal, please on your microphone. Pallab,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me why T2G and EG level EG splitting is possible in the octahedral complex? Anybody from the class? Why T2G and EG level is possible from the octahedral complex? Anybody from
Because of the presence of ligands.
presence of ligands and what are another reason? Why another one is ligand, another? Anybody from the class?
Repulsion between
Ma'am, presence of d electrons.
Presence of d electrons or
repulsion between the electrons.
repulsion between the electrons, or d orbital has different shapes. This is the most important part. D orbitals have
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
different shape. That is why interaction की along the axis d orbital में कौन-कौन present है? Along the axis. Anybody from the class? Along the axis.
And
Yes.
dx square minus y square and dz square.
Orbitals.
Very good. Dx square minus y square and dz square. And in between the axis कौन-कौन present है?
X, Y, Y, X, Z and Y, Z.
Okay, very good answer. So we get the result that there is a chance for the, if you go through the octahedral complex, simple. I am writing here. Don't first of all, don't go through this diagram. First of all, I am writing the octahedral complex. क्या होगा आप लोग बताओगे? Octahedral पहले 5 electrons are present, 5 d orbitals are present, 1 2 3 4 5. So ligands come into interaction. After when ligands are come into interaction, क्या होगा बताओ? splitting में क्या क्या होगा बताओ? क्या कैसे split होगा बताओ? Yes. So we can consider that splitting should be, है बताओ?
I mean, in case of Eg orbital, that means dx square minus y square and dz square. The ligands and the metal lie in the same axis, so there will be maximum amount of repulsion. As a result, I think there will be z out distortion.
Okay, ना I am asking you that पहले ये बताओ octahedral field में कैसे होगा? Octahedral field तो आपको पता है कैसे कैसे splitting होगा octahedral field
Ma'am,
में?
T2G Eg2.
हाँ, this is simple thing. This is I am asking you. Okay, that T2G में क्या क्या आएगा बताओ? T2G में कौन सा orbital present रहेगा?
dxy,
dyz, dxz.
Minus Y square.
Exactly. So we can write down this is dxy, dyz, last one dzx. Okay. ऊपर में क्या होगा बताओ? ऊपर का कैसे नेम क्या?
Square minus Y square and dz.
dx square minus y square.
dz square. Very good. dx square minus y square and dz square. Okay. Now this is this one is called the T2G. नीचे वाला इसको क्या कहता है? T2G. And upper portion is called the EG. So this part is T2G, this part is EG. This is for the simple splitting for the octahedral complex. Now just think, Z out में क्या हो रहा है? Z out में ligand along the Z axis, जो ligand Z axis के बराबर present है, वो क्या होगा? मेटल से ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे चला जाएगा. Is it true? Z out में?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it true? तो ये देखो यहाँ पे क्या है? dxy है, dyz है, dzx है. किसके पास z ऑर्बिटल है? किसके किसके पास z ऑर्बिटल z एक्सिस है?
dyz and dzx.
वेरी गुड.
and
dyz एंड dzx के पास z एक्सिस है. तो ये दोनों जो ऑर्बिटल है, ये जब z आउट होगा, ये दोनों क्या करेगा? एज इट कंटेन्स z एक्सिस, ये दोनों लिगेंड से ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे चला जाएगा. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
If
Yes, ma'am.
these are goes into higher distance, ये दोनों डिवाइस, बिकॉज इसके पास z एक्सिस है, अगर ये दोनों ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे चला जाएगा तो इसका एनर्जी क्या होगा? इसका
लो हो जाएगा.
Decrease होता जाएगा.
Z exactly इसका एनर्जी डिक्रीज हो गया. दैट मीन्स XY, XZ, YZ, Z आउट में फर्दर स्प्लिटिंग होके क्या होगा, XZ एंड YZ का स्टेबिलिटी बढ़ जाएगा एंड XY का क्या होगा बताओ. XY के पास कोई Z ऑर्बिटल है, Z एक्सिस है,
नो
नो मैम.
तो वो ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे नहीं जाएगा. वो ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे जाएगा क्या, क्योंकि इसके जो
No,
Z
ma'am.
आउट होता, Z आउट जो होता है वो तो अलोंग द Z एक्सिस होता है, तो उसके पास कोई Z एक्सिस ही नहीं है. सो देयर शुड बी नो डिक्रीज इन द एनर्जी. तो इसका एनर्जी डेफिनेटली इससे ज्यादा होगा इन दोनों से. इज इट क्लियर?
यस मैम.
Is it clear? Anyone?
Yes,
Can you explain? Anybody from the class? Anybody, can you explain? From octahedral, please tell me. This is, we discuss about this is normal octahedral. But if you consider Z out, in that case वो क्या होगा? 4 bond length is same, 2 bond lengths are different. Z out में 2 bond lengths increase हो जाएगा. इसको क्या कहता है, डिस्टॉर्टेड ऑक्टाहेड्रल. जो ऑक्टाहेड्रल का जो शेप होना था, इस शेप से इट इज डिस्टॉर्टेड. ओके, बट इफ यू कंसीडर Z in में क्या होगा, Z in में क्या होगा, compressed. So it is also distorted. That means this will the situation T2G and EG का जो normal difference आ रहा है, this is only for octahedral. When you consider Z out में क्या होगा, Z एक्सिस के बराबर जो लिगेंड प्रेजेंट है दोनों ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे जा रहा है. If they are going for further much more distance, then we can consider that क्या होगा बताओ, अगर ज्यादा डिस्टेंस है, अगर ज्यादा तो मेटल से लिगेंड का डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा.
यस मैम.
मेटल से अगर लिगेंड का डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा तो कौन सा मेटल, रिपल्शन लेस, बट कौन सा मेटल ऑर्बिटल हम लोग को कंसीडर करना पड़ेगा, जिसके अंदर Z एक्सिस है. जिसके पास Z एक्सिस नहीं है, we should not consider this. Clear?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so that is why we are considering that in that case Z axis जिसमें present है, इसका energy decrease हो रहा है. That means if I writing same thing here, you understand that यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, नीचे dxz, dyz, ऊपर में क्या आएगा dxy, क्योंकि xy के अंदर कोई भी Z axis present नहीं है. Is it clear? Any doubt? Now, no. किसका doubt?
नो डाउट.
अच्छा, नो डाउट. ओके, नाउ आई एम कंसिडरिंग दैट. देखो, डोंट आस्क मी, डोंट बी कंफ्यूज विद दिस दैट T2G के ऊपर स्टार लिखा है. ओके, जस्ट दिस इज जस्ट फॉर ऐसे ही दिखाने के लिए T2G कैसे स्प्लिट हो रहा है. सो योर कॉपी यू शुड नॉट, यू इफ यू राइट डाउन स्टार इट इज ओके, इफ यू डोंट राइट स्टार इट इज आल्सो ओके. EG में क्या होगा बताओ, EG में कौन सा ऑर्बिटल प्रेजेंट रहता है, dz² एंड dx² माइनस y² ऑर्बिटल प्रेजेंट है ना EG में, वही तो.
यस मैम.
Yes ma'am.
कौन सा along the axis है, dz² along the axis, dx² माइनस y² also along the axis. आप क्या कर रहे हो, मेटल से लिगेंड को along the z axis ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे लेके जा रहे हो. ठीक है, that means metal में if I write down here, you can understand that, say this is the metal is present here. मेटल के ऊपर along the z axis क्या है, this is the dz² orbital is present. लिगेंड यहाँ पे है. जब Z out डिस्टॉर्शन हो रहा है तब क्या होगा, लिगेंड ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे चला गया. से लिगेंड इज प्रेजेंट, इतना ज्यादा डिस्टेंस पे चला गया, डिस्टेंस इतना ज्यादा बढ़ गया. यहाँ पे भी लिगेंड का डिस्टेंस इतना ज्यादा बढ़ गया. तो देखो क्या होगा, मेटल का जो dz² ऑर्बिटल है एंड लिगेंड जो है, दोनों में क्या होगा, डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा. अगर दोनों में डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा क्या होगा, दोनों के रिपल्शन बढ़ जाएगा. डिक्रीज होगा, सॉरी
डिक्रीज हो जाएगा.
डिक्रीज अगर होगा तो क्या होगा, देयर एनर्जी शुड बी
इंक्रीज.
लो, energy should be lower, and if energy should lower, then we can get that dz² क्या होगा, नीचे आ जाएगा, dx square minus y square ऊपर आ
ऊपर आ
जाएगा.
जाएगा.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But there is a question. You have to give the answer or try yourself. D यहाँ पे जो एनर्जी लेवल सेपरेशन है, एनर्जी लेवल का जो डिस्टेंस है, सेपरेशन जो है, डी एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस वाई स्क्वायर डी जेड स्क्वायर में बहुत ज्यादा है. Anyone can explain this? Can anyone explain this one? Anybody from the class, can you explain this? Why?
मैम वहाँ पे जेड स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पे जेड है, इसलिए स्क्वायर टाइम.
No. Okay, very good try. But socho, I am just giving you one clue. dz square dx square minus y square का orientation along the axis है, but dxz dyz xy in between the axis है. ठीक है?
Ma'am, because the energy of Eg is greater than T2G.
No, energy of Eg is greater than T2G. I am asking you the separation level is very high than that of, and there is another also. When you today time is it is just 5 minutes left. Tomorrow class I will discuss which type of compounds will show the JT distortion. In that case, when you go through that, there is an observation that T2G is not so much effective. But EG में अगर कोई not symmetrically filled up, then we can get the observe the Ian-Taylor distortion. You just forget this. I will discuss tomorrow. But I am asking you, देखो जो difference है ना, ये जो difference है, and ये difference बहुत ज़्यादा है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. क्यों है? Because z square
minus y square and dz square both lie along the axis. So
very
there will be
good.
maximum amount of repulsion. As a case, the distance will be much more.
Very good. This is the answer. That means they are along the axis. As they are along the axis, इसका क्या होगा? इसका stability effect भी ज़्यादा आएगा, unstability effect भी ज़्यादा आएगा. That means इसका repulsion भी ज़्यादा आएगा. माने repulsion जब बहुत पास दूर में चला जाएगा, तब क्या होगा? ज़्यादा stability मिलेगा. But ये these are the in between the axis. ठीक है, इसका इतना ज्यादा इंटरेक्शन नहीं होगा, इसलिए एनर्जी होगा, बट सेपरेशन लेवल इज टू शॉर्ट. बट हियर सेपरेशन लेवल इज टू हाई. एम आई क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर? बट Z in क्या? नेक्स्ट टुमारो आई विल डिस्कस इट, बट यू ट्राई योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट. You try yourself. This will be very clear. So today I just tell you, I am sharing one, already shared the study material to you in the Google Classroom. You just go through and read today's class discussion. What is Z out distortion? What is Z in distortion? And one thing I'm just giving you the example. When there is an unsymmetrically filled up of the d orbital, then we can expect the Ian-Taylor distortion. Tomorrow I will discuss this is very hugely. Say as for D8 में हम लोग क्या देखा था? 6 bond lengths are same. D8 system. तो D8 system में क्या होता है? देखो, D8 जब system है, T2G में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन रहता है? 6. 2 2 2 6. EG में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन रहता है? 1 1. Please tell me, this is symmetric or unsymmetric? This is symmetrical filled up or unsymmetrical filled up? Electron?
Ma'am, symmetric.
Why symmetric? Anybody from the class? Because symmetric is, this is, if you, tomorrow I'll discuss it very elaborately. I am just telling you, it is T2G में क्या है? एक में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन possible? 2. Here also 2. Here also 2. That means total is 6 electrons. EG में एक में EG में first level में 1, second level में also 1. This is called the symmetry. Okay, and D8 configuration go for the symmetry. That is why we can't observe this type of Ian-Taylor distortion. But when there is a breakup of the symmetry, we can observe the Ian-Taylor observation. But most of the cases when we observe the symmetry will break up in the EG level, then we can get the Ian-Taylor pronounced Ian-Taylor effect. Very strong Ian-Taylor effect कब होता है? क्योंकि जब EG में इलेक्ट्रॉन सिमेट्रिकली फिल्ड अप नहीं होता है. because EG में क्या है, energy of separation is very high. Why energy of separation is very high? Because they are in the octahedral field, they are along the axis. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So next class, that means tomorrow, I will discuss the which types of electronic configuration are possible for D1, D2, D3, which will go for Ian-Taylor distortion. And if we get the time, we will calculate the CFSE of different types of octahedral complex. Clear? So today's discussion is up to this. Anyone have any doubt, any question, you may ask me. And today's जो INCRP exam का code है, वो I have already send you in your WhatsApp. You just give the exam up to 5:30 is the timing, and today lab is also there. So today we will, using the stimulator, we will perform the COD experiment. Or anything else? Anybody have any doubt, any question regarding this?
Ma'am, please send Google Classroom code.
Okay. I'll just send it, the Google Classroom, after in your WhatsApp group. Okay, I will just send after the class. I will send it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Or any question, anything else? Anybody? You can ask me. Because क्या लिखा है? Ligand approach through the axis. Okay. अच्छा, anybody can try to give me the answer. Tetrahedral complex में Ian-Taylor distortion is possible or not? For tetrahedral complex, this is your question. For tetrahedral complex, Ian-Taylor distortion is possible? Anybody from the class?
No, ma'am.
Why? Why?
Because ligands are not approached through the axis.
You think, huh? And give me the answer tomorrow. And I sent the study material. This is the study material. Given that IIT Kanpur, from the Ian-Taylor distortion section, you read very precisely because they mention it very precisely there. Very up to the. You have to write down the diagram, splitting. Okay, splitting. Just write down today's. Just read today's class. Is it clear? Any question? Anybody? Anything else? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. 2:30 there is a lab. Okay.